Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am a licensed mental health and addictions therapist based out of North Carolina, and I specialize in financial therapy, which is all about helping you heal and understand your relationship with money. But on this channel, I share my own personal finance journey towards building wealth, saving, investing, and paying off debt. Okay, now that is what we're talking about today. If you see the title of this video, we are making another IRS debt payment, and I am super excited about that because y'all know how I feel about debt. Okay, so let's talk about this. So I have been making y'all, I don't want to go into the whole backstory too much. Go back and watch the old videos. Go back and watch videos from last year, whatever. You already know, like, at one point I was a contractor in Georgia. Didn't know how to file my taxes at the time. So this started years ago, basically, this whole thing. And I didn't know how to write off expenses. So I would just claim, like, my entire earnings, and not write things off, which would have lowered these balances definitely. But over the last couple years, I have paid off I would say maybe 3 different IRS debts over the years. I'm pretty sure I probably could have gotten them like settled or something, more than likely back then, but I didn't know how to do that, and I didn't even care to do it. I was just like, let me just pay this off. Now this one that we're working on now is the IRS 2025. This is from my earnings from last year. This is completely up to par. Wrote things off. It was good, right? I also worked a W-2 job last year as well. Worked for the hospital system. Didn't I work? And I obviously did teaching. I have multiple streams of income, so it was a little over $3,000, $3,500, something like that I owed. And I guess the only thing I should have done differently, or could have done differently, well, no, that wouldn't have worked either. I was gonna say I could have, paid quarterly, but that wouldn't have worked either. I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I won't be making no payments next year. Okay, because I'm doing things differently now. Obviously, being 100% self-employed, I make quarterly payments now, so I won't have any balance or anything like that. So anyway, we're doing things up and straightforward now, but I still have debts. So I have this one for 2025, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but also I still have one more for 2017. It goes back to 2017, and that one's around $12,000. So that is our next debt. So with that being said, because it's $12,000, y'all, I'm trying to get this 2025 one knocked out so that I can really hone in on this $12,000 debt these next 4 months of the year, so I can get that knocked out. Because if I get that knocked out, I will only have student loans and mortgage. That's it. And little miscellaneous things I'm gonna tell y'all about one day, but that's it. When I say miscellaneous, I mean like lab fees and stuff like that from medical procedures, because I have Crohn's. Other than that, so I'm excited, y'all. When I tell you I'm excited to get this done, I'm excited to get this done. Okay, let's talk about this. So you guys know I just started back investing again, so maxing out my Roth. I was also saving. I just hit $10,000 in my savings account in 5 months. Also have student loans. I'm making those payments that resumed in July, and I have my mortgage, and I have my household expenses. So, and I'm also 100% self-employed. So a lot going on, but things are kind of streamlining now as we get closer to the end of the year, and now I'm really just focusing on this IRS debt and maxing out my Roth, and of course I'll be investing still, but I can take off the savings because that's done now. So now we're locking in, okay? So now let's look at the IRS debt payment that I'm making for this month. The starting balance of this was, let's see. So my current balance right now for this IRS 2025 is $3,062.46. Now, it accrues interest. The IRS don't play. They accrue interest. There's like penalty for not paying it on, like all that, right? I'm going to break down how much I'm going to make pay this week, and then what's left, okay? So let's talk about the plan. So the original balance for this was $3,495.90. And we've already made a lot of progress because that was in June, I think, and I made my first small payment. And then I made one in July, and then it's August now. So my current balance, I just told you what that is. As of today, I'm making these payments. So I have $540.87. And then yesterday I got paid $805.22 is going to go added to the 540, and then I got paid again today, and then so $924 is going toward this payment as well. So it leaves me with a full payment that I'm making today of $2,270.09. Y'all, that's crazy. Think about it. And honestly, it just low key, I feel a little bit of resentment toward myself, clearly, because it's my debt. But I'm like, you could have been putting that into your Roth. That's like almost two Roth contributions you could have made. I did make a Roth contribution last week, or was it this week or last week? I forgot. But anyway, so technically I'm good for this month. But I just think, when I think about debt, I'm thinking about the money that I'm taking from myself that I could be putting toward my future. And that's what makes me motivated to pay it off. Because I'm thinking this money will never have to go back out again. It could be going toward myself, or giving it out, or traveling, or doing something fun. So that's what keeps me motivated to pay off debt. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, I could have had this $2,700 or $2,270, whatever. Okay, but with that being said, when you subtract that number from the total balance that's left, that means that after I make this payment, I will only have $792.37 left on the IRS 2025 debt. Now, I wanted so bad to clear this month. I wanted to be able to say, okay, I left August having met my savings goal of $10,000. I contribute another contribution to my Roth, the $1,250, with only $5,000 left to max out for 2026. And I paid off the IRS 2025 in full. But that won't be the case, because this $792 is going to roll over to next week. Keyword, next week. I can make this payment. I know I can pay this off next week, which means that officially at the very beginning of September, we'll be starting on the final debt, the IRS 2017, and then, like I said, 2027. I just believe in that we're going to be focused on strictly student loans and mortgage, y'all, and of course, like saving, investing, but as far as like debt, so I'm locked in. I'm motivated. I know this is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to be pouring at these debts, but it's worth it to me because I just feel the space happening in my life. So I feel good. I'm motivated to show up for my clients, to help them. I know that I earn, obviously, making money through the service. So it's a win-win. So, even if I want to call off or be like, well, I'll call off for myself because I work for myself. But like, if I want to be like, I don't want to work on Fridays. This Friday, I want to take the day off. Like, I'm like, nah, girl, go help your family, your peoples. You know what I'm saying? I said family, like my clients. Go help your clients. You know what I'm saying? And I always have fun. It always end up being a good day anyway, And so I'm grateful to be able to show up and help my clients. I'm glad that they trust me and allow me to provide a great service to them. And then in return, I get to pay off my debt, save, invest, and get closer and closer to time freedom, financial freedom. I've been talking to a lot of my clients about traveling and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, I can't wait. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Okay? So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to go back here and update my board. I'm going to update this board, and then I got one more, like next week, and then I'll be taking this off and putting it over in a little pile over there, and then putting up the last IRS debt. Y'all, it's happening. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Look, I put in the work. I could be excited. Okay. Anyway, one down, one more to go. I'll see you guys in the next video for this final update, but we're going to go to this board in the next clip, and then leave me a comment. Do you have any IRS debt? If you do, what you think? Are you paying yours off? Whatever. I know some people are kind of going on strike. They're like, the IRS ain't paying their own debt. The U.S. ain't paying it. We in debt, so why would I pay y'all? I'm not taking that stance because I ain't got time. This stuff, this interest, these fees, I'm sorry. I'm not about to pay y'all more money. So let me go ahead and not clear this on out the way So y'all ain't gotta hear from me no more, except for like quarterly payments. That's it. But like, other than that, okay. Anyway, y'all, I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon. All right, y'all. So as you can see, y'all got like different colors, shades, pink, whatever, not even matter. So as you can see, originally I thought we were gonna be right here, but instead we're right here. It's because there's $792 something cent left. So I'm gonna put that line right there. Let's see. I'll probably have to, change that up. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, so this jar is almost full, y'all. I'm gonna shade this in and let you see how it looks once it's shaded in. But y'all, yes, hold on, let me shade it in real quick. Okay, y'all, that's the best I could do. Okay, that's the best I could do. I mean, I know it's a little light, but you get the point. But oh, look how close, y'all. Look how close. Gonna fill that in next week. I cannot wait. And it's gonna be like, I'm serious, it's 0 paid in full, IRS 2027. And then we have this one. This one will go up. This one will go up. So yeah, here we go. But anyway, guys, I will see you next week for an update. All right, stay tuned. Sorry, y'all. I had a error in what I said. It's the 2017. I paid that off last year. As you can see, we already did this before. You know what I'm saying? So I paid that one off last year. It's the 2018. That's what's next. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's it. And you can see I paid off my car loan last year. So, y'all, I don't play no games. Okay? All right, guys. For real, I'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.